Welcome back, family. This is your boy ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means that. I thought today, instead of giving you some motivation, there's something that's been really troubling my thinking when it comes to actually as a project manager that I thought I want to share with the fam. And one of the things is what I noticed is there's one common mistake to avoid as a project manager. Again, one common mistake to avoid as a project manager. That mistake is, and I'll get right to it, family, is the mistake of not understanding or paying attention to what your team is not telling you. Again, not listening and or paying attention. They're the same thing, in my opinion, of what your team is not telling you. What do you mean by that, ED? Well, let me give you an example. Sometimes as a project manager, you will be engaged with stakeholders that may not give you everything that you need. This is why it's very important to be someone that takes it back to when you were a little kid. You remember as a little kid, I don't know about you, but I used to ask a lot of questions. And as a project manager, that is a key foundation for you to be successful in your career, or not by asking a lot of probing questions. Hey, so you said you were going to be done with it at this day, but now you're telling me that the date has been changed, and now we need to go look at going at a different date. Point of it all is as a project manager, we should have been ahead of that by identifying if there was any obstacles and or impediments that were preventing this particular stakeholder for meeting the agreed upon deadline of what we agreed upon. Again, we understand that deadlines do shift and change based off of what can happen, but when you baseline a project, and I'll tell you more about that later about what a baseline of your project is. The agreement is that we're all on the same page and that we've identified this is the date that we're going to go with. So what tends to happen is sometimes that they'll give you an estimated date that is really not aligning with their workload or basically their bandwidth. So what we have to do is be cognizant of that as project managers and find out what are they not telling us. It may be additional things that they're working on. It may be that they've been tasked with doing a job of 3 people and there's only themselves. So we have to always be figuring out what is our team not telling us? What is this individual not telling us? See, that is the common mistake, because it's not that, you don't take people at what they say as far as face value and their word per se. However, you need to verify, because there may be some things that came up after the call. There may be after the call of the agreements that you made with this particular stakeholder that made you identify and say, you know what, that's too short of a time duration of what this stakeholder is telling me. Let me find out some more information. Again, going back to what is this particular stakeholder not telling you? So this is key. I actually learned this from my mentor, where he advised me. He said, always understand what someone is not telling you. So I challenge you, fam. I challenge you that are listening to this, is to ask, what is my team not telling me? Again, one common mistake to avoid as a project manager. I hope you enjoyed today's content. Again, it's based off of just real life of what I've experienced, some of the things that I wish I would have known before I became a project manager. Again, I'm your host for today, ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, listen, that just simply means Ed. Y'all know my motto. Haven't figured it out yet, but I will. I'm gone. Oh, still here. All right, I'm gone. Still here. Hey, family, I want to add a little bonus for those that did stick around. Remember, I originally said, what is the team not telling you? Also, what is the team telling you that is really not making sense? We're going to really dive into that, because I've it's been funny, because just watching project teams grow, and then once you get a congruence and a feel for each other of knowing, all right, I need to ask this question because they're not going to tell me openly unless I ask. So I'm going to give you some bonus content as we continue to grow this and build this out. But just know I'm going to get more aggressive of putting out more videos and more value. Again, what is one common mistake to avoid as a project manager? And if you're not a project manager yet and you're looking to be a project manager, stay on the lookout for that. I really want to, again, my goal here is to help new, intermediate, and advanced project managers, especially project managers that are coming into the field or want to come into the field, because there's so much opportunity here, especially with all of the opportunities to be a PM. So look forward to hearing from you guys. And again, hey, I'm just out here just trying to figure it out just like you are, except I'm only a chapter ahead. I'm out.